The Mariana Trench is located in the western Pacific Ocean. At its deepest point, it stretches 1,580 miles long and is only 43 miles wide. With such a massive size, it's hard to even imagine what could be hiding inside. Here are 15 scary creatures from the Mariana Trench that you've probably never seen before. Number 15. Greeneyed Squid. When researchers shined blue LED lights on this squid, it put on quite a light show. This squid has one normal-sized eye and one extraordinarily large green eye, which was brightly fluorescent, indicating the presence of a blue-absorbing fluorescent pigment. This unique adaptation most likely aids in capturing prey by breaking their camouflage. The greeneyed squid is a member of a group called the cockeyed squids, so named because one eye is larger than the other. Scientists think that the smaller eye has evolved to look down, watching for predators from the depths. The bigger eye looks up, trying to detect the shadows of potential prey against the very faint light above it. In the survival game of evolution, the squid's much larger eye has evolved a lens with a fluorescent pigment that absorbs blue light. Like others in its family, it has asymmetrical eyes that let it perceive light in both dim and bright surroundings. Another adaptation is its semi-upright posture. This lets the squid simultaneously look up, down, and sideways as it jets through the ocean. Greeneyed squid can be found in the tropical and subtropical waters of the Atlantic Ocean at depths ranging from 3,300 feet to the surface, where they come to feed at night. Number 14. 60-foot shark. This incredible footage, reportedly shot by Japanese marine biologists, shows a massive shark, a 60-foot beast, swimming a mile down in the deepest part of the world's oceans, the Mariana Trench. When the clip begins, the shark is seen approaching the bait cage before obscuring our view with its humongous body. Then, as the camera jolts upwards, the beast's terrifying white eyes can be seen. Now, the footage has given rise to speculation that the long-extinct megalodon still rules deep beneath the waves. Not only is the Meg the biggest shark in the world, but it's also one of the largest fish to ever exist. Estimates suggest it grew to between 40 to 60 feet in length, 3 times longer than the largest recorded great white shark. It's estimated that its jaw would span up to 10 feet wide, easily big enough to swallow 2 adult people side by side. And for 13 million years, this enormous but very extinct shark dominated the ocean. It died out some 2.6 million years ago, but the monstrous creature is believed to be one of the largest and most powerful that ever lived. Could the Meg be lurking in the deepest place on Earth, even today? Number 13. Green bomber worm. When danger approaches, it's bombs away for this unusual worm. In the ocean, the midnight zone is a world of total darkness where predators lurk in the shadows, ready to pounce on prey. One, named the green bomber worm, lives as deep as 2 miles beneath the surface. The newly discovered species releases tiny balloon-like structures that glow in the dark to distract predators, scientists have found. It's a segmented worm that releases tiny fluid-filled sacs that glow in the dark. Crazy, right? The researchers observed worms swimming backwards too. After dropping the bomb, so to speak, liberating part of one's body as an escape tactic is rare but not unheard of. In this case, the balloon bombs seem to be made of modified gill parts and only glow once they are ejected from the worms, apparently to distract predators' attention. Researchers first discovered the green bomber worm in 2009, and while they're relatively recent discoveries, these bomber worms aren't rare. They just live at extreme depths below 8,900 feet. These remarkable but elusive worms still show us how much we have yet to learn about the ocean's midnight zone. Number 12. Mysterious creature. They call it Deepsteria enigmatica, a very rarely seen giant jellyfish. One of the ocean's more mysterious jellyfish has been difficult to study because of its natural habitat in the dark depths of the trench. But technology is opening up those depths to our curious eyes, which recently led to a 10-minute encounter with this peculiar, tentacleless creature. Its bell is large, and it's been hypothesized that this jellyfish is an ambush predator that uses its entire bell membrane to catch upward-moving prey, closing around it like a blanket. The bell of this jellyfish is very thin and wide and resembles a translucent, undulating sheet of lava lamp as the animal moves. They also are solitary creatures and live all by themselves, contrary to the group living style of many jellyfish. Have you ever seen anything like this before? The large bell of the jellyfish has been proposed to be used for either locomotion or feeding when closed. The Deepsteria also has a geometric mesh pattern throughout its entire body. The mesh delivers nutrients to the entire jelly as it stretches and contracts to move and capture prey. Plus, the gastrovascular system of this mysterious creature can be clearly seen through its skin. Freaky and fascinating at the same time. Number 11. Squid with shoulders. Squids from the Magnapinidae, known as big fin squids for their distinctive flappy fins, were spotted in deep-sea surveys recently. This footage shows the big fin squid at a depth of 1.5 miles. And as you can see, They're one of the deep sea's more ethereal, unusual creatures. Their fins are up to 90% of the length of the body, and they have next-level long arms. The squid often will hold some of the arms at a 90-degree angle from the side of their body, which gives them the appearance of having shoulders. The distinctive elbow-like kink is another subject of curiosity. It could be a way to prevent their tentacles from getting entangled. Scientists believe that they feed by dragging their arms and tentacles along the seafloor, grabbing organisms off the floor. It's a simple trapping technique, waiting for prey to bump into their super long arms. The appendages come with microscopic suckers. And incredibly, a big fin surprised the researchers by raising one long arm above its body and holding it there, a baffling behavior never before seen in squids. The posture could have something to do with their filter feeding, they speculated, but the truth is nobody knows for sure. Number 10. Grandjo Jelly. For some of us, it looks like a big red spaceship cruising the ocean depths, but it's actually a new species of jelly that was discovered by scientists. With a bell diameter of up to 3 feet wide, the new jelly, named Grandjo or Big Red, would seem tough to miss, except that it lives deep below the ocean's surface, at depths of 2,000 to 4,800 feet. Scientists observed the jelly using video cameras on deep-diving remotely operated vehicles. Although scientists saw this jelly during dives as early as 1993, it was not recognized as a new species until several years later. Its large size and deep red color are distinctive. The deep red hue of the Grandjo likely serves as a form of camouflage in the dark depths, where red light does not penetrate, making it nearly invisible to predators. Its fleshy arms are covered in tiny, sticky cells that help it trap plankton and other small organisms drifting in the water. Unlike tentacled jellies, which rely on stinging cells to immobilize prey, the Grandjo's arms gently ensnare its food, making it a unique predator in the deep sea. Scientists believe its slow, graceful movements help it conserve energy in the nutrient-scarce environment of the deep ocean. The jelly's ability to thrive in such extreme conditions has made it a subject of fascination for researchers studying deep-sea ecosystems. Its discovery has also raised questions about how many other undiscovered species might inhabit the vast, unexplored depths of the ocean. The Grandjo's unusual anatomy and behavior highlight the incredible diversity of life in the deep sea, where creatures have evolved extraordinary adaptations to survive. But what really sets the Grandjo jelly apart is that, unlike most jellies, it has no tentacles. Instead, it uses its 4 to 7 fleshy arms to capture food. The Grandjo is thought to be much like other jellyfish in that they don't have a heart, bones, eyes, or even a brain. In addition, it's likely made up of about 95% water. Yet, it's an avid hunter and is able to move easily from location to location. As for its habitat and distribution, the Grandjo was found in many areas, including those across the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Cortez, Monterey Bay, Hawaii, as well as Japan, and of course the Mariana Trench. Now it's time for today's topic. In a groundbreaking yet terrifying discovery, marine biologists exploring the depths of the Mariana Trench have captured footage of a massive, unknown sea creature. The team was using a state-of-the-art underwater drone to study the trench's ecosystem when the creature appeared, swimming just beyond the drone's lights. The footage, though brief, shows a massive, shark-like silhouette with features unlike any known marine species. The creature's size is staggering, estimated to be over 30 feet long, with a powerful, streamlined body built for the crushing pressures of the trench. Its sudden appearance startled the team, and the drone's sensors recorded unusual vibrations in the water, suggesting the creature was emitting low-frequency sounds. Fearing for the safety of the billion-dollar drone, the team quickly recalled it to the surface. The discovery has left scientists both excited and cautious. While some are eager to send another drone to gather more data, others fear the creature could perceive the equipment as a threat and attack. The footage is now under analysis, with experts speculating it could be a new apex predator adapted to the trench's extreme environment. For now, the creature remains a mystery, leaving the world to wonder what other giants might be lurking in the ocean's deepest abyss. Number 9. Cornworm. What's slimy and leaves sinuous trails of sediment on the deep-sea floor. These creatures are known as acorn worms. Check out this rare moment: the EV Nautilus crew discovers an acorn worm on the seafloor. In 1873, an unknown species of deep-sea worm was dredged up from the bottom of the ocean. Further analysis showed that the animal, collected from almost 3.5 miles beneath the surface, turned out to be this. For nearly 140 years, that was the last that humans would see of this type of worm. Acorn worms are actually in their own scientific class and are very interesting animals to observe in the wild. These worms are part of the Hemichordata phylum, making them distant relatives of both starfish and vertebrates, including humans. Their bodies are divided into 3 main sections: a proboscis, a collar, and a trunk, each serving a specific function in feeding and movement. The proboscis is used to gather food particles, while the collar helps direct the food into the mouth. Deep-sea acorn worms leave behind distinctive spiral-shaped trails on the seafloor, which are often the only evidence of their presence. These trails are created as the worms consume sediment, digest organic material, and expel the rest, playing a crucial role in nutrient recycling in the deep ocean. Their translucent bodies make them difficult to spot, as they blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Observing them in their natural habitat has provided scientists with valuable insights into the adaptations required for survival in the extreme conditions of the deep sea. The main reason that the animal hadn't been spotted in so long is that it's very fragile and tends to fall apart when dredged. Ideally, the animals are collected with submersibles, where they can be delicately plucked from the ocean bottom. The deep-sea acorn worms are quite different from their shallow water relatives, which are more muscular, sturdier, and easier to sample. The shallow water variety also tends to dig burrows and siphon particles from the seafloor. The rediscovered species, however, crawls along the ocean's bottom, eating particles of food as it moves. Number 8. Gigantic squid. Florida scientists have achieved the holy grail of natural history cinematography, capturing a living giant squid on video, a 10 to 12-foot juvenile in the Gulf of Mexico. It's the first giant squid ever recorded in U.S. waters. Giant squids are elusive, mysterious creatures that have starred in more than a few pirate legends like the Kraken. But human knowledge of this squid is based on very few specimens that have been captured in deep-sea fisheries and on beaks that have been found in the stomachs of the species' most significant predator, the sperm whale. These beaks, made of hard chitin, are often the only evidence of their existence in the wild, as the rest of their soft bodies decompose quickly. Giant squids are known for their massive eyes, which can grow up to a foot in diameter, making them the largest eyes in the animal kingdom and perfect for detecting faint light in the deep sea. Their tentacles are lined with powerful suckers, some of which are equipped with serrated edges to help them grip and subdue prey. Scientists believe their diet consists mainly of deep-sea fish and other squid species, which they capture with their long feeding tentacles. Despite their size, giant squids are surprisingly agile, using jet propulsion to move quickly through the water when threatened. The discovery of a juvenile in the Gulf of Mexico raises questions about their range and whether they might be more widespread than previously thought. This sighting also provides valuable insight into their behavior, as observing them in their natural habitat is a rare opportunity for researchers. But did you know that these massive squids are reported to measure up to 45 feet in total length when fully grown? These amazing creatures were first identified in 1925. However, since then, few specimens have been recovered, and there's still very little known about this species. The team used a stealth camera system called the Medusa in their deep-sea exploring. Described as unobtrusive, the machine, which was on its 5th deployment into the deep sea, uses red lights that aren't visible to the creatures and isn't noisy. The machine baits creatures with an electronic jellyfish, which imitates the deep-sea prey these squids love. Living adults have only been filmed once before and never alive in U.S. waters, so getting to see one so up close in its natural environment is extremely rare. Number 7. Frilled Shark. Due to the fact that the frilled shark is a descendant of a shark species traced back to around 99 million years ago, the frilled shark is often referred to as a living fossil. This shark belongs among the world's most primitive shark species. It sports a ruffled throat and lizard-like rounded head, characteristic features from our oceanic past that are seldom seen today. This creature's common name comes from its gills. Unlike all other sharks, which have separate gills, this shark's first pair of gills go all the way across its throat. Each pair is lined at the edges with red fringe. The frilled shark's elongated, eel-like body allows it to move with a serpentine motion, gliding through the water with minimal effort. It is believed to be an ambush predator, lurking in the depths and lunging at unsuspecting prey with lightning speed. Its diet consists mainly of squid, fish, and other deep-sea creatures, which it swallows whole thanks to its flexible jaws and expandable stomach. The backward-facing teeth ensure that once prey is caught, there's no escape, as the teeth act like barbs to hold the victim in place. Frilled sharks are known to inhabit depths of up to 5,000 feet, where the pressure is immense and sunlight is non-existent, making their adaptations to this environment all the more remarkable. Despite their fearsome appearance, frilled sharks are slow-moving and rely on stealth rather than speed to capture their prey. Their rarity and elusive nature make them a fascinating subject for marine biologists, who continue to study their behavior and evolutionary history. Because of the great depths at which this species lives and its widely dispersed distribution, few humans will ever set eyes upon a frilled shark, and any that are found are of great interest to the scientific community. Shark skeletons are made of cartilage and therefore don't fossilize well, so most of what we know about their ancient kin comes from their mineralized teeth. The frilled shark's mouth is just as terrifying as the maw of a great white. It's lined with 25 rows of backward-facing, trident-shaped teeth, 300 in all. Its long jaws may allow the animal to gape extra wide and take in prey half as long as its body. Number 6. Deep-sea chicken monster. Expanding camera technology has allowed us to capture even more cool stuff in the ocean. Now, new camera tech developed by Australian researchers is shedding light on the deeper parts of the ocean and exactly what lives down in the dark. Now, it might look like a headless hen, but we're guessing that it doesn't taste like chicken. This monster is a strange pinkish-red creature with a body like a plump-breasted and decapitated chicken, earning the creature the name Headless Chicken Monster online. In truth, it's the swimming sea cucumber, and scientists recently captured video of this bizarre hen-mimicking swimmer. The creature's fins, which resemble small wings, are not just for escaping predators, but also for helping it navigate the strong currents of the deep sea. These fins allow the headless chicken monster to cover large distances in search of food, making it more mobile than its seabed-dwelling relatives. Its diet consists mainly of organic particles and detritus, which it filters from the sediment when it lands to feed. The swimming sea cucumber also plays a vital role in the deep-sea ecosystem by recycling nutrients and aerating the seafloor as it moves. Researchers believe its unique swimming ability may have evolved as a survival mechanism in the harsh, predator-filled environment of the deep ocean. The discovery of this creature in the Southern Ocean highlights how little we know about life in the abyss and the importance of continued exploration. Its unusual appearance and behavior have made it a favorite among marine biologists and ocean enthusiasts alike. On average, they measure between 2 and 8 inches in length. Adults can range in color from dark reddish-brown to crimson, though juveniles are typically a paler shade of pink. While most types of sea cucumbers spend the majority of their time on the seabed, swimming sea cucumbers like the headless chicken monster land only to feed. The researchers detected the swimming sea cucumber at a depth of about 9,800 feet below sea level in the Southern Ocean near eastern Antarctica, where it's never been seen before. Number 5. Alien basket stars. They're found all over the world, but most of them live in the deep sea and reach 2 feet across when you include the arms. Basket stars have 5 arms sprouting from their central disc, and each arm branches out over and over and over again until you end up with a kind of mesh, the basket. These are incredibly flexible tendrils. One interesting thing is that basket stars have a covering of leathery skin on their arms. And like other echinoderms, basket stars lack blood and achieve gas exchange via their water vascular system. Their intricate arms are not only used for feeding but also for locomotion, as they can curl and uncurl to help the basket star move across the seafloor. The arms are so flexible that they can coil tightly around objects, allowing the creature to anchor itself in strong currents. Basket stars are also known for their remarkable regeneration abilities, capable of regrowing lost arms over time. Their unique feeding strategy makes them highly efficient predators in nutrient-poor environments, where every meal counts. Despite their delicate appearance, basket stars are surprisingly resilient and can thrive in extreme conditions, including cold, dark waters. Scientists have observed that their arms can move independently, creating a mesmerizing display of twisting and turning as they hunt for prey. This ability to manipulate their arms so precisely is one of the reasons they are such effective hunters in the deep sea. Incredibly, these unusual creatures usually hide in crevices during the day and then climb to an elevated point to feed at night. They feed by perching in an elevated position and extending their arms in a net-like fashion perpendicular to the current. It's that easy. They catch small crustaceans, jellyfish, and other small animals that come within reach of their massive twisting and turning arms. There's little chance of escape too. Each branch has tiny sharp hooks, allowing the creature to capture prey with ease. Number 4. Hatchet Fish. If you ever wanted to know what life in the deep sea is really like, take a moment to look into the tortured eyes of a marine hatchet fish. They can be found in all the major oceans in the warmth of tropical and subtropical waters several thousand feet beneath the water's surface. These ghostly creatures get their name from their hatchet shape when seen in profile. You probably won't have these scary fish in your aquarium or at home. Here in the trench, there's enough light for a good set of eyes to be useful, and hatchet fish therefore have a good set of eyes. Their large tubular eyes are highly sensitive to even the faintest light, allowing them to detect predators and prey in the dimly lit depths. These eyes are also capable of rotating, giving the hatchetfish a wide field of vision to scan for movement above and around them. Hatchetfish are masters of vertical migration, rising closer to the surface at night to feed, and descending back into the depths during the day to avoid predators. Their reflective, mirror-like scales help them blend into their surroundings by scattering light, making them even harder to spot. Scientists believe their bioluminescent abilities are not only used for camouflage but may also play a role in communication or attracting mates. Despite their eerie appearance, marine hatchetfish are relatively small, typically growing to only a few inches in length, making them a fascinating yet harmless inhabitant of the deep sea. Prey, such as small crustaceans and fish, can be spotted by the shadow they cast. And these little beasts have another trick that makes them all the more ghostly. Their underside is covered in bioluminescent photophores that can emit blue light of just the right intensity, such that the fish disappears into the surrounding twilight. So along with their slender shape and reflective scales, marine hatchetfish have equipped themselves with a row of light-emitting organs to conceal their shadows. They can adjust the intensity of their underbelly lights to make them nearly invisible against the faint light above. Number 3. Black Sea Devil. What makes the Black Sea Devil a deep-sea mystery is that there's not a lot of known information about it. Black sea devils have a gaping mouth, needle-sharp teeth, a slightly startled expression, and a lure atop their head that lights up. It's unknown if there is a pattern for the illumination or if the light is continuously kept on. This lure is used to attract prey. The bioluminescent lure is powered by symbiotic bacteria that live inside it, producing light through a chemical reaction. Scientists believe the light mimics the glow of plankton or other small organisms, tricking prey into swimming closer. The Black Sea Devil's dark, almost translucent skin helps it blend seamlessly into the pitch-black waters of the deep sea, making it nearly invisible to predators and prey alike. Its body is soft and gelatinous, an adaptation that allows it to withstand the immense pressure of the ocean depths. Despite its terrifying appearance, the Black Sea Devil is a slow and passive predator, relying on its lure to bring food directly to its mouth. Its diet consists mainly of small fish and crustaceans, which it swallows whole with its expandable stomach. If the anglerfish's toothy jaw and dead-eyed stare creep you out, take some comfort in the fact that they can be small, just 3.5 inches long. Its dainty size, plus its preferences for the dark, deep sea, help explain why sightings are so rare. Unfortunately, fewer than half a dozen anglerfish have ever been captured on film. Ill-equipped might be an understatement. However, a female Black Sea Devil can grow to about the size of a baseball. The males are even smaller and are actually more of a parasite than a fish. Males are ill-equipped for feeding, and their sole responsibility appears to be to find a female and mate with her as soon as possible. Once he finds his female anglerfish mate, he bites into her belly and latches on until his body fuses with hers. And the Black Sea Devil's circle of life continues. Number 2. Predatory Tunicquet. The sea squirt is unique for its predatory feeding style. Whereas other tuniquets nourish themselves by filter feeding, the predatory tunicquet waits around until some delicious minuscule marine life swims by. That's when the horror begins. It's a great big mouth on a stalk, isn't it? It's a hungry sock puppet. Most tuniquets have a relaxing life, sucking water in and filtering out plankton. Not this sea creature. It's more active in go-getting, even though it's got a stalk and is stuck to the seafloor. Its translucent body makes it nearly invisible in the dim light of the deep sea, giving it the perfect camouflage to ambush unsuspecting prey. The predatory tuniquet's mouth is lined with tiny, hair-like structures that help trap its prey once the mouth snaps shut. Scientists have observed that these creatures are surprisingly patient, sometimes waiting hours or even days for the right meal to come along. Their ability to survive in such nutrient-scarce environments is a testament to their highly efficient feeding strategy. Interestingly, their stalks are made of a tough, fibrous material that anchors them securely to the seafloor, even in areas with strong currents. Predatory tuniquets are often found in clusters, creating eerie forests of mouths on the ocean floor, each waiting for its next meal. When little creatures wander in, the big mouth closes. Once they've sucked the food in, they've reset the trap and wait for more. This strategy allows the predatory tuniquet to eat small prey who might be swimming about just above the seafloor. A tiny crustacean might not seem like much to us, but compared to the microscopic organisms that are the food of their shallow water cousins, a meal that we can actually see is quite the feast. Here's a random fact. Despite its simple appearance, the hermaphroditic 5-inch wide predatory tunicquet is your distant family member, as both humans and tuniquets belong to the animal family phylum Chordata. Number 1. Mariana Snailfish. They look like ghosts of the abyss. They're the deepest fish ever brought up from the deep sea, but they're extremely successful. Mariana snailfish are under intense water pressure. Many snailfish, like the Mariana, inhabit very small regions of the sea, but the Mariana snailfish is unlike all of those previously known, not just because of its especially deep home, but because of its unique physiology and structure. Their bodies are soft and gelatinous, which helps them withstand the crushing pressure of the deep sea, where the weight of the water is over 1,000 times greater than at the surface. Unlike most fish, they lack a swim bladder, an organ that would collapse under such extreme pressure, and instead rely on their flexible bodies for buoyancy. Their cell membranes and proteins are specially adapted to remain stable and functional in the high-pressure, low-temperature environment of the Mariana Trench. Scientists have also discovered that their bones are less dense, making them lighter and more suited to life in the deep. The Mariana snailfish feeds on tiny crustaceans and shrimp, which are abundant in the trench thanks to the organic material that sinks from the surface. They are the top predators in their ecosystem, thriving in an environment that most other fish cannot survive. Their ability to live at depths of up to 26,000 feet has made them a subject of fascination for researchers studying the limits of life on Earth. The discovery of the Mariana Snailfish has also raised questions about what other undiscovered species might inhabit the deepest parts of the ocean. These fish are a testament to the resilience of life, showing how organisms can adapt to even the most extreme conditions on the planet. What else will experts discover in the deepest place on Earth? We'll just have to wait and see. The search isn't over yet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. More amazing videos are on the way.